Mano a Mano Bolivia is a non-governmental, non-profit organization legally recognized in Bolivia, made up of a multidisciplinary team of personnel and volunteers. Our mission is to improve the quality of life of the marginal populations of Bolivia, supporting health and social development with education and community infrastructure. Mano a Mano Bolivia and other donors work together to build hospitals, health centers, schools, roads, and other projects. Mano a Mano Bolivia promotes the integration of the state, municipalities, communities, and other institutions, creating shared responsibility that guarantees empowerment and sustainability in every project. Bolivia has the highest rates of maternal and infant mortality in South America. In the rural zones of Bolivia, one doctor can attend to more than 7,000 inhabitants of dispersed areas without easily accessible roads. Many rural communities do not have any health services, and if they do exist, they are inadequate, without many basic services. Since 1996, Mano a Mano Bolivia, together with individual communities and with the financial support of many doctors, has built numerous clinics and hospitals in some of the poorest and most rural zones of Bolivia. Before its inauguration, each health center is supplied with necessary medical equipment, donated by Mano a Mano USA. Throughout the entire process, the participation of volunteers from within the communities and from Mano a Mano is crucial. All of the health centers built by Mano a Mano Bolivia are currently in operation and are co-administrated by the central government, the municipalities, and Mano a Mano Bolivia to maintain continuing communication. The results obtained have been improved quality of life, improved medical attention to the population, increased number of medical visits, increased support for the health programs of Bolivian government, and a decrease in the price associated with healthcare. All of this contributes to improving health in Bolivia. Mano a Mano Bolivia periodically offers continuing education courses for our doctors, nurses, and dentists on topics relating to primary care, emergency medicine, and other specialties. The formation of human resources in the communities where we have built health centers is very important for the empowerment of health in the community. With the help of local doctors and nurses, volunteers and staff of Mano a Mano Bolivia have established courses for the formation of health promoters who encourage the use of the health services available in their respective communities.
Sí.
Mano a Mano Bolivia distributes donated medical supplies and equipment to nonprofits throughout Bolivia, as well as a large amount of supplies for handicapped people with limited resources. The health centers built regularly receive medical supplies and equipment donated from the USA. In communities where distance and extreme poverty prevent the establishment of regular health services, Mano a Mano Bolivia organizes free medical and dental outreach clinics. With the participation of volunteer doctors, nurses, and dentists, Mano a Mano Bolivia provides medical attention to those who might otherwise have to travel 2 days on foot to find the nearest medical service. Bolivia has the highest rate of illiteracy in South America. 13 out of every 100 adults do not know how to write their name. There is an enormous shortage of schools in Bolivia. Many children have to walk nearly 4 hours to reach the closest school. Because of this, Bolivia has the highest dropout rate in South America, especially for girls. The few schools that do exist in the rural areas do not have enough desks or chairs. Their bathrooms are insufficient, and they have no running water. The teachers that commute weekly from the cities to work and live in the communities generally live under very bad conditions. Since 2003, Mano a Mano Bolivia has developed a program for the construction of classrooms, teacher housing, and community bathrooms in poor rural areas. Before they are inaugurated, these facilities are fully supplied. As a result, dropout rates have been reduced and students are more motivated. With new teacher houses that include basic supplies, teachers and their families can live a more dignified life, which in turn motivates their work. Bolivia does not have sufficient roads. "36% of the population lives in distant rural communities, and for many of them the only access to other communities is by long, difficult, and improvised roads. Since 2003, through improving existing roads and constructing new roads, Mano a Mano Bolivia has helped connect many distant rural communities to the larger population. Mano a Mano Bolivia has a team of heavy equipment operators and mechanics that works together with the communities to increase the effectiveness of our work. A new road can transform a community, improving its access to health services, education, communication, and commercial opportunities, which in turn promotes local development. In the case of medical emergencies, ambulances can come and go much more easily. Many students in Bolivia finish their basic education and cannot continue due to the limited resources of their families. In order to support them, Mano Bolivia has begun Project Dream, which supplies partial scholarships. This supports the students in their technical and professional studies and gives them a more secure future. Our work is possible thanks to cooperating municipalities, community support, and national and international organizations. The development of our projects has been possible thanks to the efficient work of the volunteers of Mano Bolivia. They provide countless hours of volunteer work with the staff of Mano Bolivia. After seeing our work, many volunteers have accepted the challenge of getting financial support from different countries for the implementation of our projects and programs. In addition, Mano International Partners USA and their team of volunteers support us by sending medical supplies and equipment. They also work to obtain other sources of funding for our work. Our mission is to improve the quality of life for the poorest areas of Bolivia. Your support in any of our work will help us to establish social development projects in Bolivia. Bolivia is an incredible place, and it is impossible not to be amazed by the beauty of its culture and its people. With your help, we can give where it is needed most. There is much more to do. Support us. Help us give a hand.